What's going on, folks? It's OT, the Lord of Knives, and this here is my pack, and I'm going to be giving you guys a quick rundown on what I like to bring backpacking. So this is my backpacking checklist. Let's check it out. So before we get into all the categories, the single most important item is the backpack. It's going to be carrying most of the items into the wild, and you're going to want to have a reliable backpack to bring everything back home with you. This here is a 65-liter backpack, which for most people is a bit of an overkill. You can very easily backpack with a 45 or a 50-liter, but I need the extra space for camera equipment. So when I like to go camping or backpacking, I like to break it down into 7 essential categories. The first of which is shelter. So here we got the tent poles, sleeping pad, sleeping bag, and a tarp. The tarp is a bit questionable. Some people don't like to bring it, they think it's too heavy, but if it does rain on you, it's going to be hard to keep firewood dry. That is exactly what happened to me, so I definitely suggest bringing a tarp. So my second essential category is going to be food/water. And I know everyone has their own preferences when it comes to food, and by all means, bring whatever you like, bring whatever you can carry. But if you are trying to save some weight, I strongly suggest getting one of these camp meals. It's just add boiling water. There's maybe hundreds of different flavors. Get whatever flavor suits you, and takes up no room in the pack, and it's very light. So here we got a grill, a small pan, a plastic spoon and fork, and a plastic plate, a metal water bottle just in case you need to boil some water in it, a boiling pot. These are some water tablets just in case my Sawyer filtration straws fail me, and these Sawyer straws, which I have had no problems with, and I've gone on many trips using them. I strongly suggest you get 2 of them because if the first one starts to clog up, you can use the second one to clean out the first one. It's also good to have a bandana for an extra level of water filtration. So my third category is fire. So not only should you have things that will give you an immediate fire, like matches or a lighter or even a flint rod, you should have things that will catch on fire and burn for a considerable amount of time, like these fire bricks. And I also have some cotton mixed with Vaseline, which burns quite hot. Another super essential item is a bushcraft or survival knife. It will help with splitting wood and any other general cutting tasks around camp. A folding saw, machete, or hatchet will help you gather firewood, but I suggest a folding saw. It saves you both energy and time. A great debate amongst backpackers is if you should bring a portable stove or not. I've gone along just fine without it, and I've been backpacking for years, but I do see the convenience of having a portable stove. So if you just want your fire to be ready for you and you don't want to gather firewood, or you backpack in an area where there's not much firewood, I definitely suggest looking into getting a portable stove. But for me, I'm blessed to go backpacking in a land that's abundant in firewood, and I've never needed it. So my fourth category would be hygiene. Here I have a little bit of sanitizer, some toilet paper, a sponge, a little bar of soap, and some toothpaste and a toothbrush. Notice how I do not have any deodorant here, because no matter how hard you try, if you're out backpacking in the wilderness, you're gonna smell. It's just part of it. So I don't bring any deodorant, and yeah, this serves me just fine. So my fifth category is going to be survival, which includes a med kit, a little survival pack. So inside the survival pack is a little flint rod, some cotton, some fishing line and hooks, a compass, and a thermal blanket, which literally did save my life in sub-freezing conditions. So I highly suggest you bring one of these along with you. And this here is something I like to call a Percy pack, or a larger survival pack. It has everything inside of it that I need to survive a couple more days, including food, water filtration, materials to help build a shelter. It has everything you need in there to keep you going just a couple more days. It's also really important to have a map and compass. You don't necessarily need to know how to navigate with declination and true north and magnetic north, but that knowledge can save your life. So my sixth category is miscellaneous items. These items are going to improve your quality of life when you're camping. So here we got a headlamp, which I would say is super essential. Everyone should bring one when you go out camping. Then we have a fishing pole and a little tackle box here. A multi-tool makes grabbing like a boiling pot much easier. Some paracord, some bug spray, a pillow which makes going to sleep much more comfortable, and a folding chair, because you never know if you're gonna have like benches or something to sit on when you go to a campsite. And if you do backpack in an area with bears, it's good to bring some bear mace for peace of mind, but hopefully you don't have to use it. So my seventh and final category is clothing. So apart from the pants that I'm wearing right now, I always like to bring an extra pair of pants, or in this case, an extra pair of shorts. And it always has to have belt loops so it can accommodate my knife and whatever else I want to put on my waist. Then I like to bring some extra socks, some extra briefs, some sort of like Under Armour or like a skin tight long sleeve shirt. It can help you with insulation when it's cold, and it will help against the bugs as well. I like to bring a little towel.
Don't forget to bring a towel!
Just for when I'm cooking and I want to grab something hot, and it just helps around the camp when you have a little towel so you can wipe stuff. So footwear is going to be one of the more important decisions you're going to have to make when going backpacking. You can have trail runners that are going to be light and easy to dry off, or you can have trail boots, which are going to give you a lot of ankle support and it's going to give you a lot of good protection, but it's also really hard to dry off boots when they get wet. These here have served me for 6 years and they look really beat up. They're doing just fine. It's also good to bring a rain jacket just in case it rains. So let's just go over all the categories really quick. First, you got the backpack, then you got shelter, food and water, fire, hygiene, survival, miscellaneous, and clothes. Well, hopefully this video was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm OT, the Lord and Eyes, and I'll see you on the trail.